Welcome to Making a Murderer, Rubber Ducky video channel. And welcome to my real life. Okay, guys, RD Making a Murderer daily MaM reading, and we're about to do part 87. Page 861. Brendan, no. Shakes head, no. Fassbender, you can't remember that? Brendan, Shakes head, no. Fassbender, because the reason I'm asking that is if Stephen were trying to and get someone into a position he had ultimately got her in, I don't think she's going to go along with the program. Do you agree with that? So there's probably some physical altercation going on. Do you agree with that? Brendan, Fassbender, okay. But you don't recall seeing any of that? Brendan, Shakes head, no. Fassbender, is everything at this point in time you told us the truth as you know it? Brendan, yeah. Uyghur, what is something real quick? Was she kind of a fighter, huh? She would fight a little bit? Anything you want to say to Teresa or her family right now since you're being taped? Brendan, Shakes head, no. Uyghur, no? Okay. Brendan, just that I'm sorry. Uyghur, okay. That's all I have. Fassbender, Mark mentioned talking to your mom about this and being truthful with her now. Okay? If you're truly sorry to the Halbachs, you'll tell your mother the truth about this, okay? Uyghur, are you going to do that? Brendan, yeah. Uyghur, when are you going to do that? Page 862. Brendan, tonight. Uyghur, okay. Probably be a good idea before we tell her. That being the right thing to do. Your mom deserves to know, okay? Brendan, nods yes. Uyghur, all right. Fassbender, all right, Brendan, thank you. Uyghur, we'll get the guard back in to take you back right in time for lunch. I'll stay here with him. Door open and closes. Uyghur, I think we'll leave that door open. It's getting hot in here. Door opens. Uyghur, get some air in here. Unrecognizable voice. All right, thanks. Uyghur, getting hot. Fassbender, huh? Uyghur, it's getting hot in here. Fassbender, yeah? You hot? All right. We're not going to have to come back again, are we? Brendan shakes head, no. Fassbender, all right. Unrecognizable voice. We'll be with you shortly. Fassbender and Uyghur, thank you. Thanks. Page 863. Fassbender, what time do they give you lunch usually up here, Brendan? Brendan, a little past 11:30. Fassbender, oh, I'm sure they saved you, right? Imagine. Uyghur, with your mom too, okay? Tell her exactly what you told us, Fassbender, so that she can quit blaming us for everything, all right? Uyghur, because once she sees the tape, she's going to know anyway. Fassbender, just like I told you with your attorneys, that's the only way she can help you too, is if she knows the truth and that she knows what type of help to try and get you. Brennan, at first my mom was really pissed off at my attorney. Fassbender, really? Why is that? Brennan, because like 4 weeks ago, I called him and left answering machine a message on his answering machine, but he never did what I told him to because I was giving him permission to talk to my mom about what he's gonna be doing in that. Fassbender, okay. Is that better? I mean, the attorney talks to you now, doesn't he? And stuff? Brennan, he talks to me, but he don't talk to my mom. Uyghur, have you told him that he can tell your mom's stuff? Brennan, not. I just left that message on his answering machine. Uyghur, okay. If you want your mom to know, you're going to have to tell him that. Fassbender, tell him directly. Don't leave messages, okay? Brennan, nods yes. Page 864. Fassbender, because he's your attorney, not your mom's. He can't disclose stuff to mom that he doesn't talk about with you unless you tell him directly that he can. Okay? So make sure that you do that. We're kind of like you told him you wanted to talk with us. That's the only way that we could do that. We're all set. Unrecognizable voice. We're all set. Unrecognizable voice. Cuff him out there. Stand up. Fassbender. Now, we have to put the cuffs back on you, Brendan. Voice says, Fassbender. Do you want me safe or to double lock 'em? Unrecognizable voice. No, that's all right. Fassbender Rieger, speaking at the same time. Unrecognizable voice. You guys buying lunch? Rieger, nope, already offered. Unrecognizable voice. All right. Wiegert and Fassbender speaking together. Wiegert: You want to shut the tape machine off? Unrecognizable voice. Yes. End of tape. Investigator Mark Wiegert, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 865. Type of activity, receipt of Brendan Dassey's wallet. Date of activity, 05/16/06. Reporting officer, investigator Mark Wiegert. On 05/16/06, I, investigator Wiegert of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, along with investigator Steyer of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, went to the address of 12930 Avery Road, Two Rivers, to meet with Barb Yonda. In speaking with Barb Yonda, we asked if she knew the whereabouts of Brendan Dassey's wallet. Barb did produce a brown and black wallet, which she stated was Brendan's. She stated that Brendan had lost the wallet previously and that she had found the wallet underneath the TV stand. I informed Barb, with her permission, I would like to take the wallet into our custody. My reason for taking the wallet into custody was there was supposedly some money which Brendan had received from Teresa Halbach after her murder. That money reportedly was still located in the wallet. Barb agreed to allow me to take the wallet into custody. At that time, I did apply gloves and counted the money that was located in the wallet in front of Barb Yonda. It should be noted there was a total of $31 located in the wallet. The wallet contained one $10 bill, one $5 bill, and the rest of the bills were singles. It should be noted that Barb indicated to me she had placed approximately $12 into Brendan's wallet, which she had received from her niece, who had sold several items to raise money for Brendan. The wallet was taken under property tag number 9228 and secured in the Calumet County Evidence Room for safekeeping. Investigation continues. Mark Wiegert, investigator, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 866. Type of activity, supplemental report, date of activity 06/07/06. Reporting officer, investigator Gary Steyer. On 06/07/06, I, investigator Steyer of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, did review complaint number 05/01579555, page 706. Investigator Steyer, upon reviewing the report, did observe item number 19, property tag number 8623, evidence marker number 23A, bullet fragment, measurement of 12 foot north of the south wall. Investigator Steyer did review his field notes and did note item number 19, listed in Investigator Steyer's field notes as 12-inch north of the south wall instead of 12 foot. Investigator Gary Steyer, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 867. Type of activity, report from Global Investigations, Palm Incorporated. Date of activity 05/26/06. Reporting officer, investigator Mark Wiegert. On 05/26/06, I, investigator Wiegert of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, received an email from George Kramer, manager of Global Investigations for Palm Incorporated. I had previously requested that George check for any data indicating that either Brendan Dassey or Steven Avery would have registered a Palm Zyre 31 with their company. Kramer indicates they did not find any information under Brendan Dassey in their database. There was no data showing for a Zyre 31 device under Steven Avery either. A copy of that email will be attached to this report. Investigation continues. Investigator Mark Wiegert, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 868. Type of activity, receipt of confidential report of laboratory findings. Date of activity 05/31/06. Reporting officer, investigator Mark Wiegert. On 05/31/06, I, investigator Wiegert of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, received a report from the Wisconsin State Crime Laboratory. The report indicates the following items were recovered from the headboard. Item GI, and were examined by a trace evidence unit. Item GI 1, a plastic-like film removed from the right spindle. Item GI 2, tape lifts of headboard spindles. The plastic-like film, item GI1, was identified as polypropylene. Polypropylene plastic has many uses, including packaging film, appliances, coated and laminated products, and bottles. Item GI2 was examined for the presence of rope fibers. No fibers consistent with rope were detected. A copy of these findings will be included with this report. Investigation continues. Investigator Mark Lear, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 869. Type of activity, autopsy report from the University of Wisconsin Medical School, done by Dr. Michael A. Steyer. Date of activity, 060606. Reporting officer, investigator Mark Weger. On 060606, I, Investigator Weger of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, received a copy of the autopsy report done on the remains that were recovered at the Steven Avery property. I was provided this report by Medical Examiner Michael Glazer. For more information, please see the attached report. Investigation continues. Investigator Mark Weger, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Page 870. Type of activity, defense inspection of Halbach vehicle. Date of activity, 06/20/06. Reporting officer, investigator Mark Weger. On 06/20/06, I, Investigator Weger of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, along with Deputy Hawkins of the Calumet County Sheriff's Department, and Defense Attorney Dean Strain and Jerry Buting, went to the location where Teresa Halbach's vehicle was stored. We were to meet there by Scott's Towing. At approximately 8:26 a.m., the storage shed, which was secured, was opened by Deputy Hawkins. The vehicle was then pulled out of the storage shed so that attorneys Strain and Buting could examine the vehicle. At approximately 8:31 a.m., the back hatch, which was sealed by evidence tape, was opened. At approximately 8:37 a.m., the passenger side, front, back door were opened. At approximately 8:44 a.m., the driver's side, front, and rear door were opened. At approximately 8:53 a.m., the hood was opened. Again, it should be noted that all doors had been secured by evidence tape and were opened by Deputy Hawkins. At approximately 9:15 a.m., all doors and hood were again secured by Deputy Hawkins, and evidence tape was placed over the doors. The vehicle was then put back into the storage shed, and it was secured at 9:27 a.m. All parties exited the area. Investigation continues. Investigator Mark Weger, Calumet County Sheriff's Department. Well, let's go ahead and start our review on page 868. So the type of activity is a receipt of confidential report of the laboratory findings, and the date of activity is 05/31/06. So we're talking the end of May, last day of May. Reporting officer is, of course, Investigator Mark Weger. What he says is here that they are looking at item GI. And item GI is the headboard from Stephen's bed. So item GI1 is a plastic-like film removed from the spindle. All right, that tests out to be Stephen's, I believe. However, what brings a point of showing that Brendan doesn't make a lick of sense in what he's saying, that the investigator's just feeding it to him, is item GI2. And that's the tape lifts off the headboard spindles. Item GI2 was examined for presence of rope fibers. Why? Because if you listen to the coercion of Brendan, the victim is tied by her wrists to the posts on the head of the board. So there should be rope fibers consistent with the story. However, noted here, no fibers consistent with rope were detected. Then we go to the next page, and we have the autopsy. Now, I'm just going to go on the wild side here for a minute, but we have an autopsy report from the University of Wisconsin Medical School done by Michael Steyer, okay? The date is 6/6/06. 06/06/06. Investigator Mark Weger reports on 06/06/06, 6/6/6. Now, this woman died on Halloween night, and now we have 6/6/6, and her autopsy report's being handed over to the medical examiner, Michael Glazer. I'm not drawing anything out of that. I'm just saying there are some weird coincidences, and that's a great one. So, I don't know. I just didn't like the numbers. Page 870, our last page here. I want to go over this real quick. Buting was questioned on Twitter if he had seen the vehicle of Teresa Halbach, or allegedly her vehicle, and he had stated he couldn't remember. He couldn't remember if he saw her car or not because it's been a while. So the most notorious case he's ever tried in his life, the single most important piece of evidence in the case, as large as a car, and he didn't remember if he had seen the vehicle. Well, Mr. Buting, I'll read you this because you did. Defense inspection of Halbach vehicle 62006, reporting officer investigator Mark Wiegert. And let's go back over this paragraph here. 62006, Wiegert takes who? Defense attorney Dean Strain and Jerry Buting to the location where Teresa's vehicle was stored and met with Scott's towing. At 8:26 in the storage shed, they pulled it out of the storage shed so that Buting and Strain could examine the vehicle. 8:31 a.m., the back hatch was sealed by evidence tape was opened. 8:37 in the morning, the passenger side front and back doors were opened. 8:44 a.m., the driver's front and rear door was opened. And 8:53 a.m., the hood latch was used. The hood was opened. You can't open it without touching the hood latch. So, at approximately 9:15 a.m., all doors and hood were again secured by Deputy Hawkins, and evidence tape was placed over the doors. The vehicle was then put back into storage shed and was secured at 9:27 a.m. All parties exited. This case is so rotten that if Deputy Hawkins had anything nefarious with this case for planting, if he did, this would have been a huge opportunity to take a pair of gloves out of a bag that had already Steven's DNA transferred from something in evidence such as a Mountain Dew can he was drinking when he was arrested. They'd know right then. Wiegert would have known right then. He was there at both accounts on the arrest as well as this, that Steven was the only one that had drank out of the can. It would have been saliva rich in DNA. Just wipe your glove right over that can, put those gloves in a bag, and when you open it right here in front of the defense, you've actually applied possibly the DNA. Now we'd have to do some checking. This is probably much later than the hood latches were found. I'm not even saying this occurred. I'm just saying this case is so nefarious that you cannot trust anyone. And at that moment, it should have been, I believe, the defense opening the vehicle with gloves. And that's all I have for you today. I'm not going to go over Brendan's coercion. There's so many different versions. It's not even worth it. He went through hell. He was leverage used by the state of Wisconsin to secure that he was not a witness or an alibi for Steven, but in fact, they turned him into an accomplice. No DNA whatsoever. Couldn't have possibly done any of this, but this is what they sunk everybody's boat with. It's interesting. I find it preposterous that we have two different scenarios in each of the trials when the alleged perpetrators or assailants would have performed the same action. It just, nothing makes sense in this case, and it never will. So we do have some new information coming to light. We have begun to increase our workload, and we took on the Darlie Routier case. So that is coming up. We have some very, very exciting news there. Innocence Project has taken it on, and we have too. We have found something that is just shocking. So please stay with us on the investigation of the Darlie Routier case. She was accused of murdering her own two children and is on death row currently in Texas. So it is very important that if she is not guilty of the crime, that we make sure that we get on board with public awareness. And I will tell you, the information that the RD researchers have come across makes it impossible for Darlie to have committed the murders. So you'll want to join us for that as we go through that with you. So that, a mother that lost her two children and is on death row, serving time for over 20 years. How much horrible could your life get? Really, it's just shocking. And there's a lot of evidence messed up there. But one thing that the killer didn't count on is that the Duckies would be looking at the case 20 years later, or all of us actually. So I want to thank you for your support. And you know what? If you didn't do the crime, you shouldn't do the time. Thank you and have a lovely day.